So, hello everybody. Today I'll talk about how to give a good pull request. So, when you join a company as a new software engineer, especially when you are working remotely, it's very important to maintain proper communication with your teammates. If you are working in a globally remote team, not only your technical skills have to be top notch, your communication skills have to match that level as well. And pull requests are the best way to express your skills and express your communication skills with your team members so that you can gain respect. So when you join a new company, if your teammates doesn't respect you, it's very hard to continue collaborating with them because your decisions will not be valued, your opinions will not be valued, and especially if you're working remotely, it's very hard for other people to see how skillful you are. And I believe a good pull request is the first step towards that. So that's why whenever you are joining a company, or in general in your real life, when you are working, when giving a pull request, I try to keep in mind several points. First, the problem. What problem are you solving with this peer? Why is this a problem? Usually most of the time companies have some tickets to track. The problem description is already given in the tickets, but if someone is reviewing your PR, they have to open the ticket separately to give the context. So try to give at least a small summary of the problem that you're solving here. Maybe you're just fixing a typo or a bug or a large you're designing a large feature. A link to the appropriate tickets obviously, and describe the problem in brief. Secondly, the solution. So for the solution, you don't need to go into that much details, just to think of it as a pull request reviewer's point of view. So if you are reviewing someone else's pull request, what do you expect? When you are looking through the code, you want to understand what that pull request is doing, right? Why is this solved in this way? So usually the way it happens, if I'm reviewing a PR, if I don't understand something, I have to comment it, then I get the comment back. There's a lot of back and forth. So instead, if you are giving the pull request, why not you just put yourself in the seat of a reviewer and clarify everything beforehand. I am solving the problem in this way. I am considering that this is the best solution because of this. If you consider any other alternatives, put those here as well. So I considered option 1 to 3, but I think option 2 is the best because of this, right? Just the summary. So when someone is reviewing, they understand, okay, I understand why, because they might come with a different solution altogether, and they might comment that, okay, I believe we should do it in this way. Then there will be an unnecessary back and forth. The third thing, it's a kind of an optional thing. If you did any special consideration here, for example, you know that this bug is really critical and it touches a lot of components, but for now you are just solving part of it, so that someone else just comes and reviews the PR and comments that, okay, your bug doesn't solve the whole problem, right? So be the first one to describe the problem, right? It's your PR. Take the responsibility, describe beforehand. Don't wait for someone to comment that, okay, your PR has this problem, or your PR doesn't solve everything. Put it in the pull request description so that you can point them to there. Even if someone comments, point them that in the description I already described that I have considered this special scenario. I think this is critical, so let's solve it first and we can move on to a larger solution later on. Next, how to test. So it happens in different companies in different way. Some has some test environment, some wants to in some companies it is obligatory to for the reviewer to test it locally. So make it easy for them, right? If it's a front end pull request only, then give them the link, test environment link, and tell them which pages to go, which URL to go, which fields to look for, what is it solving. If it is a backend pull request, give them the request and response structure. If it's a GraphQL, give them the total GraphQL query, provided everything inside the pull request, right? Obviously these are optional. If you're just solving a typo, then no need to do that. And finally, if it's a really critical feature, this is the last one, which I think really demonstrates how skillful you are, is the proof that you have solved the problem, right? So yes, someone can go ahead and test it, but if you show them that, okay, here is the proof that I have solved it, and here is the proof that it's working this way. The reviewer becomes really happy that okay, the reviewer gets an extra bit of confidence that okay, this solution, at least in this scenario, it's working. I can clearly see it. So how do you show the proof? Sometimes if it's an UI feature, you just attach a screenshot, right? At least that's the minimum. Attach a screenshot of whatever you are fixing. If it's a larger problem, if it requires both front end and back end changes, try to record this Loom, a video or screen recording or anything, right? Try to video record a screen recording and attach it to the so that you show the whole flow. Okay, I first have to go to this page, but this was the problem, so I fixed it in the API, so now it's working fine, right? So whenever someone is reviewing it, it is very easy for them. So let me just show you some of the pull request examples uh, from real life. So this is one of my pull requests in my current company. So I attached the change summary, what changed, how to test, right? What are the requirements you have to follow. Obviously, whoever is reviewing this PR is even it can be even more experienced than me in this project, but that's not the point. The point is you are doing your part. It represents that, it shows that you are a very sincere person, you are a very sincere developer. You're not only skilled in technical hard problems, you're also very skilled in communication, skilled in communicating with others and communicating with team members as well. So it really helps you and the team to move faster, which is a win-win situation. And then steps to test. And another thing that I often do is inside the, for example, here we had a lot of conversations, as you can see. Inside the pull request, if you think something might confuse the reviewer, just add a comment there yourself. For example, let's say in this change I changed the priority from 30 to 100, right? So if someone is reviewing and doesn't have enough context, they might get confused. Okay, what? Wait, why 30 was changed to 100? For example, why it was increased or why it was specifically 100, right? So just to go there and leave a comment. I change it to 100 because of this, right? At the comment. So in a way you are reviewing your own PR. So that's how you can give a good PR pull request. And you can wherever you are doing your job, if it's especially if it's a remote job or even in physical jobs, a good pull request is obviously appreciated by everybody. That was for today. Thank you so much. If you liked it, like the video, and you can subscribe as well if you like. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.